Ayo, and welcome back to Miss Survival. As you can see, we fast forwarded a bit. I'm all settled in. The house is fortified. I still haven't put anything really in here. But we have gone through our shelving and most of our food. We don't have much food. We have plenty of water bottles, but not much else. We've got the salt, which is nice, and some healing and crafting stuff, and nothing really down here. But what I wanted to show you, the engines. One meh, one real bad one, but look at that, 49.1. The last one is in the truck already, right out there, and it's a 40%. So we had a good run, a 40 and a 49. I will take it. So settling there, as you can see, I've set up a lot of the to be built and built some of the to be built. But today what we need to do is gather the stuff to make a sledgehammer. We need components, we need metal. Now to get that, we can use the axe to demolish cars. However, that destroys the axe very quickly, and making an axe is very expensive to do. And they're not the most common thing. They do respawn, but not too quickly, and they're not in a lot of places. So I don't like doing that more than I have to. The sledgehammer is built to do this. However, we have to go to the mine. The reason I'm just standing here is because it's still nighttime, and the zombies could still be out for a couple more minutes. As soon as they pass, I'm going to go grab some food and water, and we're going to run to the mine. As you can see, I have taken down a bear. We have meat, which is nice. And we have animal guts still drying. When they hit 100%, I get to make a bow. That bow is going to be great. I've also got a lot of containers. When you explore around the world, all you have to do to take a container, walk up to it and move. And move it anywhere you want. And so getting storage is not the hardest thing. Now getting it to line back up after you've tried to show off. Yeah, look at that. Good God. Alright, well, I might have to fix that later. That's just awful. Good job, Mino. Way to go. Oh, look at that. Perfect. There we go. Alright, so there's where I set the workbench. And this is where you can build stuff like nails and water bottles and buckets. You can also upgrade the workbench, which we really need to do before we get too much further in. However, the big thing that it can build... Oh no, it's not the workbench. Sorry. It's the blacksmith table, which I've put over here. Yeah, that's where you build it. The sledgehammer. That's what we need. The wood we can get, not a problem. The low quality metal, that is made from the metal scrap. Not a problem. We have enough of that. The iron ingot, on the other hand, you have to mine that. And so you need a pickaxe. Now luckily, I've already made a pickaxe. So that is not going to be a problem. We're going to take that along. I also have my first water distiller up and going, and a second one planned out. All you got to do is take the water you need. Great. There we are. Yeah, let's go ahead and fill up while we're here. That way we don't run into any issues later. Okay, good. That should do it. Now let's fill back up. We're not going to be there too long, but unfortunately there's no real shelter or anything if a mist event happens, and we're not going to be able to get our truck very close to there. So this is kind of a gamble to do it this early. But I really want that sledgehammer. So let's drive on up there. Or at least as far as we can go. Okay, so where these vehicles are, you can go past, but there's often a lot of bandits over there. And I'm not in the mood to get shot at quite yet. That's not what this particular trip is about, and I certainly wouldn't have one of my good engines in the truck when I did it. That's what the crap engines are for. If you want to ram bandits, don't use your good engine. There is a tree in the way. Let's get rid of the tree in the way. There it is, all broked up. Okay, let's take the logs. And I don't want to keep those. That's a lot of inventory space. Let's move them out of the way. There we go. Back on the road. Now there is one thing over here I want to check. I've had luck actually finding seeds in this thing before. Yes. Yes. Okay. Seeds are super, super rare. And the only way you can start growing a crop. You have to have corn seeds, which we just found, to have chickens. And you have to have tomato seeds to eat yourself. So, seeds. Very, very good stuff. Alright, so we're going to stop right here because I think that is going to be about as far as we can go without getting into any real trouble. Okay, now how are we doing? Did that bump do any bumpity bump? No, still see 40.6. Isn't that nice? Okay, so off we go. Now these houses also infected. No bueno. And what you want to do is hop past these big container boxes over here where they blocked it off. Just keep on going in a straight line as if there was a road there. There we are. Now, this power pole is kind of the key now. There used to be a huge building here. It had this, all these trucks around it, and this ledge you can get on, and all kinds of neato torpedo stuff. And every time I've come here since then, all the loot that would have been here has been loaded. As you can see, just kind of floating mid-air. Nothing else is here. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Even if I save and reload, it's not here. So low quality metal, I'm going to take those. But so anyway, hopefully that gets fixed in the next update, because that certainly wasn't in the last version. And as you can see, this is kind of broken. Now, according to the developer, he is working on fleshing out these mine areas. However, because they're not fleshed out yet, there's a little trick you have to do. Now we're going to take our pickaxe, load her up, and we're going to get to mining some more. Oh, got a double ore. Sometimes they spawn on top of each other. There you go. That is zinc. Okay, zinc and copper is what we'll use to make brass, which is when we get into bullet making. It's not bad to have some. I'm going to take a few stacks of it without a problem. Get rid of that stick. But I don't want to take too much of it because what we're here for is iron. Let's see, what do we have? This is going to be the copper. Yep, copper. And there's no more ores over here. Okay, so the trick that you have to do, since the rest of this is not finished yet, is save the game, quit to the menu, and then load back in. And some of the nodes should respawn. Now the nodes we're looking for, I think, are these. That should be iron, the all black ones. Yes, indeedy do. Okay. We'll take one more copper so we can even that out. Brass is nice. It's good to be able to make your own bullets, but you also need gunpowder, which the mine that we need to get the stuff for gunpowder, it's not just a mine. There's a boss monster in there, and he is awful and strong, and we are nowhere near ready to take him on. Iron, fantastic. Okay, so you guys get the general idea. I'm going to sit here and do this until my inventory is all filled up on iron. See you guys in a minute. Okay, it looks like I have a little over 9 stacks, which our furnace only holds 9 to melt down to ore, or into ingots rather. So it looks like we're good. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get on back. We'll need to go back to get stuff later, I'm sure, but for now, this will do. Do not want to get caught out in the mist. It's only 7 a.m. Usually that won't happen till at least 10. So at least try to make it back to the truck by then if we can. Fantastic, and we're back at the truck. I think there is another storage thing that we can grab over here at this little military compound. I want to pop in there while we're here, see if I can pull that out. Let's see, we'll just whoa. We'll park it right here for now. We got a spare tire in case we need it. A little bit of food. It's not gonna let me grab it. There we go. Yeah, I'll take this stuff. I have a little bit of room, don't I? I have a little bit of room. What's in here? A machete. We'll save that for later. Oh, looks like, see? Other things not loading in. It is a weird glitch because it was not in the previous version like that. Let's see, I'll save the duct tape too. We don't need that quite yet. This is what I wanted. Yeah, it's got a little bit of ammo in it, which I can transplant But we're going to use this to hold some extra ores and whatnot. Let's run you down to the truck. And drop you in. There we go. Circle back, make sure I didn't miss anything vital. We are in the mood for components and whatnot again. I noticed a couple of those. I'm going to do a little cleanup work here. Here we go. Alright. Now the first thing we are going to have to do is melt that iron down. So off to the furnace. And let's throw our stacks in here. We got one ore extra, which I'm going to keep because we're going to have to go mining for this stuff again eventually. Melter down. What do we got? 2.14 hours. That is going to be a while. Need 10 of them. Yeah, we'll be fine. More than enough. Alright, fantastic. We can worry about the wood and stuff later. Let's take this new chest here. We're going to move it inside and get ourselves a little bit organized. Actually, since this is ore, let's see if I can rotate you through here. There we go. I'm just going to drop you right there. A little cleaner. There we go. And that's where all of my extra ore is going to go. So let's drop this stuff off. Take my bullets back. Great. And we'll put you in there too. There we go. My components will go in here. Boop. Let's put our extra food away that we got. Never know when that'll come in handy on a rainy day, right? Let's put you in here. We'll save you too. Let's drink a little while we're here. We're a little thirsty, it looks like. There we go. See, put the soda in here. You'll notice the food degrades over time. It has percentages. That hits 0. No good anymore. So, plan accordingly. Let's see, we put our rags in here. Looks like we're all filled up. And our ammo we have back in the garage. Down in here, I believe. Yes. So let's put our ammo away. Great. Now we're all good. We need to make wood for the sledgehammer. I believe I have some chopped down trees here. Yep. So let's snag a couple of those. And we'll run over to our saw table. Get us some wood going. That should cover it. Now how long do we have? Still got an hour and a half to kill. Okay. Well, we don't have much else to do. We can go ahead and use what components we have. Might as well build on our fence. As you can see, there's a lot of work still to be done to get the ideal little setup going. So let's dump what we've got. I've already got all the sticks in place. It's just the components that we're lacking. There it is. Out of components. So this is why I need the sledgehammer. Because I need components. Now how are we doing? 23 minutes. So yeah, time's ticking along quite well. Let's see, is there anything else that we can craft that can pass a little bit of time? Not really. How are we doing on our water? We still got more than enough. You ever run into those points that you want to have a chore to pass time, and then you just don't have anything to do? Okay, guys. Well, as you can see, time ticks rather slowly. And I'm waiting on guts to dry, and I'm waiting on metal to melt. So I'm going to fast forward here, and I'll let you know when we have some iron ingots. Perfect. Look at that. All right. Now we have all the supplies we need to craft our sledgehammer. Oh, except for the low quality metal. Well, I snagged 2 of those. And that we can easily make. We need 4. I believe that is 2 stacks. That's almost all of our metal too. But that's okay. You'll see why in a very short amount of time. Yeah, that gives us 4. Oh, that gives us 4. Okay, so melt. We got another 30 minutes to kill, folks. But I could eat. So let's eat. So as you can see, everything you do passes time. We're down to 10 minutes now. But I'm going to go back to staring, and I will see you guys when we have our ingots. And we now have ingots. There we go. Okay. You may notice I'm more backpack space. Funny enough, yeah, funny, haha. There was another starting location that had a backpack for me on this particular run. And it was a 3 slot, and I'm here now. So isn't that great? One little thing left. So, anyway. Hammer. Hammer. Okay, we're going to put that in our main slot. And let's go ahead and put our pickaxe up because we're not going to use that again for a while. There we go. And now I want to show you what I'm going to have to do with the sledgehammer. I'm going to be cutting the episode off right after this. But it's because you will see the chore that I'm going to be up to and why I'm excited to have this now. So, some cars you can check. Like the hood, it might have a spark plug. This particular one has some gas, which I am going to take. Just like that. That way I can use that in my car. Sometimes they'll have stuff in the trunk. However, there are some cars that look static. You can't check anything. What you can do is take a sledgehammer. You see that little meter, just like the trees do. Bang. Components. Sometimes, what's that? Is that a spark plug? Spark plug? Every once in a while you get a car part, but most of the time is components and metal scrap. And so what you do is run on down the street. And you find you another car like that, and you smack it. Just like that. Now, the metal will melt down for various things. Spark plug, how are we doing on those? A 43%, not bad. Oh, you're junk. Get rid of it. And these every once in a while will give you a gear. And gears are used to upgrade your workbenches and things like that. So we definitely want those. No such luck this time. It doesn't look like, though. Bummer. Okay, so I'm going to be running up and down this street, hitting every car that I can, and dodging those bandits that are up there on the road. If you'll remember, that's where their camp is. We'll go around that. But I'm going to get me some components, and I'm going to get me some... ooh, there's another one. Some scrap metal. The scrap metal I don't care so much about right now, but the components I'm going to use to finish that gate up. Beautiful. And I will catch back up with you guys when our house is a little more complete and the animal guts are all dry, so that we can build us a bow and arrow, and we can go start killing some bandits, stealing their stuff for a change. Pretty cool stuff. See you guys in the next episode. Thanks for joining.